I think the judiciary is up to the task of holding, in particular, the ruling class criminals accountable. My answer is yes. And now half of the viewers have probably said, Glenn, you're full of baloney, because we're not seeing a lot of accountability coming to Donald Trump. But I always have to ask folks to take a step back and remember where we were when Trump won the last presidential election. We were in the process of challenging corrupt Judge Aileen Cannon's dismissal of the classified documents case, challenging it in the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. And let me tell you, Jack Smith's team would have won that challenge. The case would have been returned to the trial court, probably with the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals ordering that it not go back to Judge Cannon, but rather go to a fair, independent, impartial judge, because the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals had previously reversed, I would call it a smackdown, reversed Judge Cannon twice previously for abusing her judicial discretion in favor of Donald Trump. I mean, I still have a hard time absorbing that she was not removed from the classified documents case earlier. But that case was in active litigation. It would have been returned and it would have gone forward because it wouldn't enjoy presidential immunity. These were crimes Donald Trump was indicted for after he left the presidency. No presidential immunity for that. Where were we in the January 6th case? There were 4 felony charges indicted against Donald Trump. True, a compromised Supreme Court rewrote the Constitution and gave him absolute immunity, but only for one category of crimes. Crimes that he committed as part of his core constitutional functions, like sending the military to kill his political opponents. For some reason, 6 justices of the Supreme Court thought that was a good idea, to give a president, free rein, leeway, a get-out-of-jail-free card for ordering the military to kill his political opponents. Again, I don't know this world that we're living in right now, Brian, but there were 2 other categories of presidential crimes. One, crimes that a president commits in his official capacity enjoys a presumption of immunity, but the prosecutors can rebut that presumption. And perhaps most importantly, private acts of a candidate, like a candidate who is aggrieved because he lost an election, so he committed crimes to try to unlawfully retain the power of the presidency. There is no immunity for those crimes. And I maintain the J6 crimes for which Donald Trump was indicted fall into that 3rd category. Where were we in that case?